Thank you. Okay, so we'll call the meeting to order, and we'll ask for the approval of the minutes of August 31st and September. Oh, yes. Before that, we'll ask for Paul to be recognized on the phone. Thank you, Phil. Kate, thank you for the quick hands. All those in favor of allowing Paul to be on the phone? Aye. Opposed? Paul, you're okay. All right, now we'll go with approval of minutes, August 31st and September 28th. Could I have a motion? Sharon, thank you. Rachel, thank you. All right. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, Springdale Cemetery, anything on that? Kate, Linda?
I don't have anything, Mr. Chairman, but you do have two committee members that are on the Springdale Management Board. We need to schedule another meeting, and so we're working on trying to coordinate schedules. I know that.
Okay, CDAP, GAP loans, anything on that? They all paid us,
Well, we're only servicing one loan right now, Mr. Chairman, and they are current.
okay?
And in terms of the CDAP fund, you've got a little over $700,000 available to loan. In terms of the asset balance in the Keystone Fund, you've got a little over $9 million available. We're also working to schedule, getting a meeting scheduled for the advisory committee that Ms. Blair chairs. They need to have their first meeting now that the majority of that committee has been appointed a couple months ago by the board. There's two more potential appointments hanging out there that we've got to wait for Chairman Rand to return before they can get added to the appointments list formally. But we're still going to invite them to come to the meeting once we get it scheduled.
Okay, thank you. All right, auditor's report. Madam Auditor?
Any questions about the report that you have in your packet? Due to the change in processes that were beyond our control, you'll see the notated change in the cover letter for the breakdown of the checks that weren't able to be audited. So that's unable to be audited in there from the recent changes in the process that was initiated August 30th by the administrator.
And the reasons for the not being able to?
The recent changes, as we were told when we were inquiring about the changes, to check with Scott about those changes. One of the changes is that we're not receiving the checks down to audit as the normal process was. So when the process changed, there wasn't any update as to what the new process would be, and the new way would be to get access to something. So when that change happened, it was immediate. It was last minute, and there wasn't any change process procedure put in place, any policy change, official policy change put in place to let us know how we can access something that was changed.
Has that since been changed?
That you will have to ask your county administrator, he who initiated the change.
Okay. We did have the discussion about this before, about contacting IT about the methodology of getting the information you were needing. Did you do that?
This was a change in policy that was initiated by your county administrator. So what we're looking for is an updated policy to let us know when procedures are changed and policies are changed last minute. There should be an update to let us know exactly how we should operate going forward when the change was outside of our control.
Okay.
Within our authority, but outside our control.
Okay. We will take that under advisement, and we'll have a discussion with Scott offline on that, where we're going. Thank you much. Anything else to report?
Nope, that's the report you have there. That
Any
shows
questions?
the $3 million that were unaudited due to the change in process.
Okay. thank you. Yes, Rob?
I'm not seeing any of the red asterisks on mine. Am I missing?
I'm sorry.
I'm not seeing any of the red asterisks on my report, the ones that haven't been audited.
Everything.
Oh.
In the
Gotcha. Okay.
in the cover letter, it says during this period, we were unable to audit 753 checks totaling in $3,322,740.21 due to the August 30th changes implemented by county administration.
Okay. Sorry, my misunderstanding.
Okay,
Mr.
any
Chair-
further questions?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I guess maybe ask for clarification here. The process change was to still allows the auditor's office to have access to the payments and the checks that were processed and issued. The process was changed, but the auditor's office should have full access to all payments made by the county to vendors. So we just need to make sure that the auditor's office has access to that information. It's post-payment, not pre-payment, is the difference. So
Understood. That's why I asked
I wanna
if
be
there
clear.
was a discussion with the IT department on that.
Just a clarification, Illinois state law says that the county auditor shall audit claims that are presented to the county. And the normal process in all other counties is that happens before payment, because my job is to recommend payment to you guys. It's really the job of the county board to say, hey, we want to release these funds. It's my job to recommend payment. That's kind of difficult to do after the fact,
Okay.
when the payment has already been let out.
We will follow up on this. Thank you much. Okay.
Any more questions?
Yes, Kate?
I guess I'm slightly confused because if we've got a list of checks here, I don't understand how there's a list of checks, but they're not being able to be audited, so I'm not sure.
We could run a report, Kate, the normal process, and I think that's the issue, is that the process was changed. And when you have a change of process, you need to let all parties know what the new process shall be. That has not been done. The current process and the normal process was that all checks were, before they were released, were given to the auditor's office, and I will review them along with the backup. All backup is not available in the accounting system, because that's a lot. If you can imagine like a Verizon bill, all that being uploaded into Penimation, or any other detailed bills. So my job is to audit those bills before the payment is released, or recommend to the board that these shall or shall not be paid. That is not occurring.
Okay, I think we've already addressed this. We're going to follow up on it. Thank you. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, next one is Headington Oaks Financial. We kind of went through that in the last meeting. Does anyone need anything else on that? Peoria County Enterprise Zone Report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So it's in your packet on page 27. It's for the month of September of this year, and you can see that within the urban enterprise zone, there were 265 jobs created. In the other community that's within the city of Peoria, other communities that are within the urban enterprise zone, there were 424 jobs created, and then there were 9 jobs created in the rural enterprise zone, or the area covered by the rural enterprise zone.
Thank you. Any questions of the administrator on the report? Seeing none. We will move on to executive session. Can I have a motion to recess to executive session? Steve and Jennifer, thank you. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. We're in executive session.